Silence is a hidden treasure. It's a key that can unlock doors you never knew existed. Today, we're going to talk about a simple idea that can change your life. Speak less, and you'll get everything you want. Now, you might be thinking, how can speaking less get me everything? Well, that's what we're here to explore. This isn't about being shy or withdrawn. It's about being smart with your words and actions. Think about the last time you were in a meeting or at a social gathering. Who stood out? Was it the person who talked the most, or was it the one who spoke rarely, but when they did, everyone listened? You see, when we speak less, we create an air of mystery around us. People become curious. They want to know what we're thinking. They lean in when we finally do speak, and that, my friends, is power. But it's not just about creating mystery. Speaking less gives us more time to listen, to observe, to learn. And in that learning, we gain knowledge and understanding that others miss. Have you ever been in a conversation where you couldn't wait for the other person to stop talking so you could say your piece? We've all been there. But what if, instead of waiting to speak, you truly listened? What might you learn? What connections might you make? When we speak less, we open ourselves up to a world of information. We hear not just the words people say, but the emotions behind them. We notice body language, tone of voice, the things left unsaid. All this gives us a deeper understanding of the people around us and the situations we're in. And with that understanding comes opportunity. When you truly understand people and situations, you're better equipped to make the right moves, to say the right things when you do speak, to position yourself for success. Think of it like a game of chess. The best players aren't the ones who move the most pieces. They're the ones who observe, who plan, who wait for the right moment to make their move, and when they do, it's decisive. That's what speaking less allows you to do in life. It gives you the chance to be strategic, to be thoughtful, to be impactful when you do choose to speak or act. But there's more to it than that. When we speak less, we also avoid many of the pitfalls that come with excessive talking. How many times have you said something you regretted? How many times have you revealed too much too soon? How many times have you talked yourself out of an opportunity? By speaking less, we protect ourselves from these mistakes. We maintain our mystery, our advantage. We keep our cards close to our chest, revealing them only when the time is right. Now, I can hear some of you thinking, but how will people know what I can do if I don't tell them? That's a fair question, but consider this, which is more powerful, telling someone you can do something or showing them. When we speak less and act more, we let our actions speak for us. And actions, as we all know, speak louder than words. They're more convincing, more memorable, more impactful. Think about the great leaders in history. The ones we remember aren't necessarily the ones who gave the most speeches. They're the ones who took decisive action, who led by example, who showed rather than told. By speaking less, you give yourself the opportunity to be that kind of leader. You create space for your actions to shine, for your work to speak for itself. But there's another benefit to speaking less, one that might surprise you. When we talk less, we actually become better communicators. It sounds counterintuitive, doesn't it? But it's true. You see, when we speak less, we become more intentional with our words. We choose them carefully. We think before we speak. And as a result, when we do speak, our words carry more weight, more meaning, more impact. It's like the difference between a flood and a carefully aimed arrow. The flood might cover more ground, but the arrow hits its target with precision and force. By speaking less, you can make your words like that arrow. Precise, powerful, effective. You can say more with less. Make every word count. And here's something else to consider. When you speak less, people value your words more. They know that when you do speak, it's because you have something important to say. They pay attention. They listen. Think about that for a moment. Imagine being the person in the room whose every word is valued, whose every statement is considered important. That's the power of speaking less. But this isn't just about how others perceive you. Speaking less has profound benefits for your own mind and spirit as well. When we speak less, we create more space for reflection. We give ourselves time to process our thoughts and feelings. We allow our minds to wander, to make connections, to come up with new ideas. In our fast-paced world, this kind of mental space is becoming increasingly rare. And yet it's in these quiet moments that our best ideas often come to us. It's in silence that we often find our greatest insights. By speaking less, you're giving yourself the gift of this mental space. You're creating opportunities for creativity, for innovation, for deep understanding. And there's more. When we speak less, we also reduce stress and anxiety. Think about it. How often do you worry about something you've said? How often do you replay conversations in your head wishing you'd said something differently? When we speak less, we give ourselves fewer opportunities for these kinds of regrets. We reduce the mental chatter that can clutter our minds and cause us stress. Instead, we can focus our energy on what really matters. Our goals, our dreams, our actions, we can put our efforts into doing rather than talking about doing. Now, I want to be clear about something. Speaking less doesn't mean never speaking. It doesn't mean becoming a hermit or withdrawing from the world. It's about being strategic with your words, about choosing quality over quantity. It's about recognizing that every word you speak is an investment. And like any investment, you want to make sure it's going to pay off. So how do you do this? How do you start speaking less and getting more out of life? Well, like any skill, it takes practice. But here are a few strategies you can start using right away. Before you speak, ask yourself 3 questions. Is it true? Is it necessary? Is it kind? If what you're about to say doesn't meet at least 2 of these criteria, consider keeping it to yourself. Second, practice active listening. When someone else is speaking, focus all your attention on them. Don't just wait for your turn to talk. Really listen. Try to understand not just their words, but their perspective, their feelings, their motivations. Third, embrace silence. Many of us feel uncomfortable with silence in conversation. We rush to fill it. But silence can be powerful. It can give others space to share more. It can give you time to think. Learn to be comfortable with silence. Fourth, when you do speak, make it count. Choose your words carefully. Be clear and concise. Say what you mean and mean what you say. Fifth, let your actions speak for you. Instead of talking about what you're going to do, focus on doing it. Let your achievements speak for themselves. As you start to implement these strategies, you'll likely notice some changes. You might find that people pay more attention when you speak. You might notice that you're learning more, understanding more. You might find that you're making better decisions, that you're more in control of your life and your destiny. But there's something else you might notice, something that brings us back to the idea we started with. You might find that you're getting more of what you want out of life. You see, when we speak less, we create space. Space for others to share, space for opportunities to arise, space for life to unfold in ways we might not have imagined. And in that space, amazing things can happen. People might share insights that change your perspective. Opportunities might arise that you never saw coming. You might find solutions to problems you've been struggling with for years. It's like the old saying goes, you have 2 ears and 1 mouth. Use them in that proportion. By listening more and speaking less, you open yourself up to a world of possibilities. But there's more to it than that. When we speak less, we also become more observant. We start to notice things we might have missed before. The subtle shift in someone's body language that tells you they're uncomfortable. The brief flash of excitement in someone's eyes when they talk about their passion. The underlying current of tension in a meeting that others might miss. And with this increased observation comes increased understanding. You start to see patterns you didn't see before. You start to understand people's motivations, their fears, their desires. You start to see the world in a new way. And with this understanding comes power. Not the kind of power that comes from dominating others or speaking the loudest, but the kind of power that comes from true understanding, the power to navigate complex situations, the power to build deep, meaningful relationships, the power to make a real difference in the world. Think about the great negotiators, the great diplomats, the great leaders. They're not the ones who talk the most. They're the ones who understand the most. They're the ones who can sit in a room, listen to all sides, and then, with a few well-chosen words, find a solution that works for everyone. That's the kind of power that speaking less can give you. It's not about being silent, it's about being strategic. It's about making your words count. But there's another aspect to this that we haven't talked about yet. When we speak less, we also become more authentic. We stop saying things just to fill the silence. We stop trying to impress others with our words. Instead, we let our true selves shine through our actions, through our carefully chosen words, through our presence. And people respond to authenticity. They're drawn to it. In a world full of noise, full of people trying to sell themselves or their ideas, authenticity stands out. It's refreshing, it's powerful. By speaking less, you give yourself the opportunity to be more authentic, to be more you. And in doing so, you attract the right people, the right opportunities, the right experiences into your life. Now, I know what some of you might be thinking. This all sounds great, but I'm not sure I can do it. I'm used to talking. I like talking. I'm not sure I can change. And to that I say, start small. You don't have to become a silent monk overnight. Start by practicing in small ways. The next time you're in a meeting, challenge yourself to speak only when you have something truly valuable to add. The next time you're in a conversation, challenge yourself to ask more questions and make fewer statements. As you practice, you'll start to notice changes. You'll start to feel more in control. You'll start to feel more powerful. You'll start to see opportunities you didn't see before. And here's the beautiful things: as you start to see the benefits, it becomes easier. It becomes natural. You start to prefer quality over quantity in your communication. You start to value silence, to value listening, to value understanding. But there's one more thing I want to talk about, one more benefit of speaking less that might surprise you. When we speak less, we actually become more confident. Now, that might sound counterintuitive. You might think that speaking more, sharing more, would make you more confident. But think about it this way. When we talk too much, we often do it out of insecurity. We're trying to prove ourselves, to fill the silence, to make sure we're heard. But when we speak less, we're showing that we're confident enough to be silent. We're showing that we don't need to prove ourselves with words. We're confident enough to listen, to observe, to wait for the right moment. And as we do this, as we become more strategic with our words, as we let our actions speak for us, our confidence grows. We become more sure of ourselves. We become more comfortable in our own skin. And that confidence radiates out from us. People can sense it. They're drawn to it. They want to know more about us, to understand what gives us that quiet confidence. So as we wrap up, I want you to think about this. Speaking less isn't about being quiet. It's about being powerful. It's about being strategic. It's about being authentic. It's about creating space in your life. Space for learning, space for understanding, space for opportunities, space for growth. It's about making your words count, about making your actions speak louder than your words, about becoming the kind of person that others want to listen to, want to understand, want to follow. And most importantly, it's about getting more out of life, more understanding, more opportunities, more success, more fulfillment. So I challenge you, in the coming days, weeks, months, try speaking less. Listen more, observe more, think more before you speak. Make your words count. See what changes in your life. See what opportunities arise. See how people respond to you differently. Remember, the most powerful person in the room isn't always the one who talks the most. It's often the one who listens the most, who observes the most, who speaks with intention and purpose. You have that power within you. The power of silence, the power of listening, the power of carefully chosen words. Use it wisely and watch as your life transforms. Watch as you start to get everything you want out of life, not by demanding it with your words, but by creating the space for it to come to you. The choice is yours. Will you fill the air with words, or will you create the space for success to find you? Will you talk your way through life, or will you listen and observe your way to success? Remember, in the game of life, it's not about how much you say. It's about how much you understand, how much you achieve, how much you grow. So speak less and let your actions, your understanding, your presence speak for you. That's how you'll get everything you want in life. That's how you'll become the success you're meant to be. The power is in your hands, or rather it's in your silence. Use it wisely and watch as your world transforms. Your journey to success, to fulfillment, to getting everything you want in life starts now. It starts with a moment of silence. It starts with listening more and talking less. It starts with being more strategic with your words. Are you ready? Are you ready to harness the power of speaking less? Are you ready to let your actions speak louder than your words? Are you ready to create the space for success in your life? The time is now. The choice is yours. Will you fill the silence, or will you use it? Will you talk your way through life, or will you listen and observe your way to success? Remember, every moment of silence is an opportunity. Every word not spoken is space created for something better. Every time you choose to listen rather than speak, you're investing in your future success. So go for it. Speak less, listen more, observe keenly, act decisively. Let your presence speak volumes. Let your actions shout your worth. Let your silence create the space for everything you want to enter your life. Your journey to getting everything you want in life doesn't start with a shout. It starts with a moment of silence. It starts now. The power of speaking less is within you. Use it wisely, use it well, and watch as your life transforms. Watch as you become the success you were always meant to be. Your future is waiting. Your success is waiting. Everything you want in life is waiting, and it all starts with speaking less. It all starts now. Are you ready? The choice is yours. The power is yours. The future is yours. Speak less and let your success speak for itself. Now, as you embark on this journey of speaking less and achieving more, you might face challenges. Old habits die hard, and the urge to fill silence can be strong. But remember, every challenge is an opportunity for growth. When you find yourself tempted to speak unnecessarily, pause. Take a deep breath. Remind yourself of the power of silence. Think of it as a muscle you're strengthening, a skill you're honing. Each time you choose silence over needless words, you're making an investment in yourself. You're saying to the world, I'm confident enough to let my actions speak for me. You're telling yourself, I value quality over quantity in my communication. And as you practice this skill, you'll start to notice changes. Not just in how others perceive you, but in how you perceive yourself. You'll find a new sense of calm, a new level of clarity in your thoughts. You see, when we constantly verbalize our thoughts, we often muddy the waters of our mind. We create noise that drowns out our deeper insights, our true wisdom. But when we speak less, we allow those waters to settle. We create space for our true genius to emerge. Think of your mind like a still pond. When you throw a stone into a still pond, you can see the ripples clearly. You can trace their path, understand their impact. But if you're constantly throwing stones, the water becomes choppy. The individual ripples get lost in the chaos. Your thoughts are like those ripples. When you speak less, you allow your thoughts to ripple out clearly. You can see their path, understand their impact. You can trace the connections between ideas, see patterns you might have missed before. This clarity of thought is invaluable. It's the foundation of good decision-making, of creative problem-solving, of true innovation. And it all starts with speaking less. But there's more to it than that. When you speak less, you also become more intentional with your energy. Think about it. How much energy do you expend on unnecessary conversation, on small talk that doesn't serve you, on arguments that go nowhere? When you speak less, you conserve that energy. You can channel it into your goals, your dreams, your personal growth. You become more focused, more driven, more effective in everything you do. It's like the difference between a laser and a floodlight. A floodlight illuminates a wide area, but its impact in any one spot is minimal. A laser, on the other hand, focuses all its energy on a single point. It's powerful, it's precise. It can cut through obstacles that seem insurmountable. By speaking less, you become like that laser. You focus your energy where it matters most. You cut through the noise, the distractions, the obstacles that stand between you and your goals. And here's something else to consider. When you speak less, you become a better judge of character. You see, when we're constantly talking, we often project our own thoughts, our own biases onto others. We assume we know what they're thinking, what they're feeling. But when we speak less and listen more, we allow others to reveal themselves to us. We see them more clearly, more accurately. We understand their motivations, their fears, and their desires. This understanding is powerful. It allows you to navigate relationships more effectively. It helps you build deeper connections, stronger partnerships. It gives you insight into how to motivate others, how to inspire them, how to lead them. And in the world of success, this kind of understanding is invaluable. Whether you're an entrepreneur trying to understand your customers, a leader trying to inspire your team, or simply someone trying to build meaningful relationships, this insight is a game changer. But let's talk about something else that happens when you speak less. You become more present in our fast-paced world. True presence is becoming increasingly rare, and yet it's one of the most valuable qualities you can cultivate. When you're not constantly thinking about what to say next, you can fully engage with the present moment. You notice details others miss. You pick up on subtle cues in your environment. You become more attuned to opportunities as they arise. This presence, this awareness is like a superpower. It allows you to react more quickly, more effectively to changing circumstances. It helps you stay ahead of the curve, to anticipate challenges before they become problems. And people notice this presence, they're drawn to it. In a world where so many people are distracted, half present, your full engagement stands out. It makes you memorable. It makes people want to work with you, to do business with you, to be around you. Now, as you cultivate this habit of speaking less, you might find that your relationships change. Some people might be confused by your new approach. They might try to draw you into unnecessary conversation, to pull you back into old patterns. But stay strong. Remember why you're doing this. You're not closing yourself off from the world. You're opening yourself up to new possibilities, new levels of success. And the right people, the ones who truly matter, will appreciate your new approach. They'll value your words more because they know that when you speak, it's because you have something important to say. You'll find that your conversations become more meaningful, more impactful. Instead of engaging in small talk, you'll have deep discussions that change the way you think, that inspire you to grow. And as you speak less and listen more, you'll find that people open up to you in new ways. They'll share insights, ideas, opportunities that they might not share with others, because they know you'll listen, really listen, without immediately jumping in with your own thoughts or opinions. This is how doors open. This is how opportunities arise, not through constant self-promotion, but through deep listening, through genuine understanding. And here's something else to consider. When you speak less, you create an air of mystery around yourself. People become curious about you. They want to know more. They pay attention when you do speak. This curiosity can be a powerful tool. It can make people more interested in your ideas, more willing to consider your perspective. It can make you more influential, more persuasive, without you having to say a word. But remember, this isn't about manipulation. It's about authentic communication. It's about speaking only when you have something valuable to contribute and letting your actions speak the rest of the time. As you continue on this journey, you'll likely face moments of doubt. You might wonder if you're missing out by not speaking up more. You might worry that opportunities are passing you by. But trust in the process. Remember that by speaking less, you're creating space. Space for opportunities to find you. Space for your true talents to shine. Space for your actions to speak louder than any words ever could. And in that space, amazing things can happen. You might find inspiration striking more often. You might find solutions to problems that have been puzzling you for years. You might find yourself achieving goals you once thought were out of reach. Because when you speak less, you're not just changing your communication style, you're changing your entire approach to life. You're becoming more strategic, more thoughtful, more intentional in everything you do. You're no longer reacting to life. You're creating your life. You're no longer letting circumstances dictate your path. You're charting your own course, guided by deep understanding and clear purpose. And that, my friends, is the true power of speaking less. It's not just about what you say or don't say. It's about who you become in the process. You become someone who values substance over show. Someone who listens more than they speak. Someone who observes keenly and acts decisively. You become someone who others look to for guidance, for wisdom, for leadership. Not because you talk a good game, but because you play a good game. Because your actions, your results speak for themselves. And isn't that what true success is all about? It's not about who can talk the loudest or the longest. It's about who can create real value, who can make a real difference. By speaking less, you're positioning yourself to be that person. You're creating the space for your true talents, your true value to shine through. So embrace this journey. Embrace the power of speaking less. Embrace the transformation it will bring to your life, your relationships, your success. Remember, every word not spoken is an opportunity created. Every moment of silence is a chance for greater understanding. Every time you choose to listen rather than speak, you're investing in your future success. The path to everything you want in life doesn't start with a speech. It starts with silence. It starts with listening. It starts with understanding. And it starts now. With you. With the choice you make in this moment and in every moment that follows. Will you fill the air with words, or will you create the space for success to find you? Will you talk your way through life, or will you listen and observe your way to the top? The choice is yours. The power is yours. The future is yours. Speak less. Listen more. Achieve everything. Your journey to unprecedented success begins now. In this moment of silence, in this choice to value quality over quantity in your communication. Embrace it. Live it. Let your silence speak volumes. Let your actions roar louder than any words ever could. The world is waiting. Success is waiting. Everything you've ever wanted is waiting. And it all starts with speaking less. Are you ready? The power of silence, the power of strategic communication, the power to achieve everything you want in life. It's all within your grasp. Reach out and take it. Embrace the power of speaking less. Watch as your world transforms. Watch as you become the success you were always meant to be. Your future is calling, and it's calling for silence, for listening, for understanding, for action. Answer that call. Embrace the power of speaking less, and let your success speak for itself. The time is now. The choice is yours. The power is yours. Speak less. Achieve more. Become the success you were always meant to be. Your journey starts now. In silence, in listening and understanding. Are you ready? The world is waiting. Success is waiting. Everything you've ever wanted is waiting. And it all starts with speaking less. Embrace it. Live it. Let your silence speak volumes. Let your actions roar louder than any words ever could. The power is yours. The future is yours. The success you've always dreamed of is yours. All you have to do is speak less, listen more, and let your actions do the talking. Are you ready? Your future of unprecedented success begins now. In this moment of silence, in this choice to value quality over quantity in your communication, the world is yours. Success is yours. Everything you've ever wanted is yours. And it all starts with speaking less. Embrace the power. Embrace the silence. Embrace the success that awaits you. Your time is now. Your success is now. Your future is now. Speak less. Achieve more. Become everything you were meant to be. Power is in your silence. The success is in your actions. Are you ready? The world is waiting. Success is waiting. Everything you've ever wanted is waiting. And it all starts with speaking less. Your journey to unprecedented success begins now. In this moment, in this choice, speak less. Listen more. Achieve everything. The power is yours. The future is yours. The success is yours. Embrace it. Live it. Let your silence speak volumes. Your time is now. Your success is now. Your future is now. Speak less. Achieve more. Become the success you were always meant to be. The world is yours. Success is yours. Everything you've ever wanted is yours. And it all starts with speaking less. Are you ready? The power of silence, the power of strategic communication, the power to achieve everything you want in life. It's all within your grasp. Reach out and take it. Embrace the power of speaking less. Watch as your world transforms. Watch as you become the success you were always meant to be. Your future is calling, and it's calling for silence, for listening, for understanding, for understanding. Answer that call. Embrace the power of speaking less. And let your success speak for itself.